Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Lindaville. I saw you pop in there early. How y'all doing? Let's give everybody time to get their notifications. I got mine. So usually when we get them notifications, then we're ready. Happy Friday. Let's see. We got our do not disturb on. Let's close that out. Let's move this over here. Yay. Yay. All right, I got my notification. So everybody that has hit the live or hit the notify me on the thumbnails, because I've done all the thumbnails. Hey, Darcy. Now, why is this chat not moving? Okay, I see you. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. All right. I see y'all. I see y'all. You got notification. Yay. So, hey, Linda, Darcy, Paula, April. Hello. Hello, Jennifer. Now, are y'all, most of y'all off today? Trying to figure, is that how it is? Zal, I don't have coffee. I had to get my water. I got my water. And I got my water in my new manifestation cup. See, my daughter did me a new cup. So some of the things still say the same, but hey, we still are manifesting what we want to come. We speak it. Hey, Jackie. Okay, so hi, Zoe. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a minute to come on in, come on in. As I said, come on in the room. Y'all, when I show you desk, when I go to desk time, you're gonna be like, wait, what? What is all of that? But it's so fun. It is so fun. So, hello, hello, hello. Y'all ready? Who's cooking? Who's cooking? Oh, you at work and it's a rainy day? I don't care, Paula. I would still take Barbados and the rain, long as it's not a storm. Okay, but I would still take Barbados. For those that don't know, Paula Kay is in Barbados. And William McCoy and I, we're going to have our renewal, our 20-year vow renewal. We're going to Barbados. We're going to have so much fun. I've been telling people we're almost there. We're at 17 this year. So 3 more years, but I feel like we need to visit first. Y'all think we need to visit first? All right. So welcome, welcome. Y'all welcome back. Welcome back to Create Joy Studio with your truly Karen McCoy. And I am so happy that we are here for what? Day 3 of what? World Watercolor Month. Sure is. And we're gonna be here every day. So if you're new to my channel and you're trying to figure out what in the world is she talking about, World Watercolor Month. World watercolor saved my whole sanity on my grief journey. So that in itself is why I really, 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 really love participating in World Watercolor Month. All right, let's hit that. And y'all hit that live button too. So when you come in, you won't have to worry about the lag and you'll be in the thing. Okay, let's close that. Let's get that chat. All right, there we go. Oh, I can see the chat. I hate looking for it. All right, there we go. We got it. Boom. We are here. Been watching tennis. Rather watch you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I do, I do, I do. And we're gonna have some fun stuff. We're gonna do some things. We're gonna combine two of my loves today. Watercolor and gel plate. Just wait. Just wait. Y'all just wait. I'm going to slap some paint on some paper. Of course, we have to because it's World Watercolor Month. But then I'm going to combine what I create with the watercolor. And then I'm going to combine that with my gel plate. Oh, yes, my gel plate coming out. Probably not the big one, but we'll probably use one 12 by or a 9 by. Not sure. All of them are full right now because Christy Hartman had a beautiful stencil that came out this month. OMG. And I've had fun playing with it, right? So we are only 3 days in, and I'll be here every day for World Watercolor Month. Even tomorrow, I'll be here tomorrow. I think I said 11, and we'll have guests tomorrow because Crystal and Bernadette I think they're on their way. I think, I think there's, but we're not gonna worry about it. They'll be here. So, but I want you to already feel the joy, feel the color. Oh, and put in the chat, what's your color for today? My color for today was yellow. I was on my walk. I took my walk and I felt looking at some things. There was some yellow leaves that really just kind of grabbed me and just made my heart happy. So I was like, oh, feeling a little yellow today. Yellow will be my color today. Is that the color that I'm going to use? I'm not sure. Don't know. Don't know. Because Rhonda, if y'all don't know, Rhonda Griffin Shell, who usually comes in the chat, she's one of the designers with PMR Studio. Remember yesterday she told us something, I asked her something about the gel plate or whatever. Baby, when I tell you I was in the studio till 10 o'clock last night, all the yumminess that's over there. Oh, it was fun. It was fun. But brought me so much joy, right? So that's what I want the World Watercolor Month to do. And I still keep forgetting to take the World Watercolor Month, what's that thing? They have prompts. I usually don't do prompts. Well, I like turquoise, ocean blue. Yes. I don't really do prompts, but if you want to participate in World Watercolor Month and you're like, Karen, you're doing a lot, I can't do all of that, you can go over and get if you go to worldwatercolormonth.com, this is a whole thing. This isn't just the Karen thing. This is a whole worldwide thing. That's why it's world. You can go over and get the prompt. They have little prompts, and then you can go day by day of what they've kind of given you. You know me, I go by what's going to bring me joy, what's going to make me happy. But that might be something that you need to do for yourself. So, So before we get started, I want to welcome all of my returning subscribers and all my members. Thank you, thank you, thank you for continuing to show up with me every day. Y'all know I love to see y'all in the chat. And thank you for showing up and thank you for sharing. Do share. Do share. We like sharing. And do hit that thumbs up so that lets everybody know we're live. Because I don't know who knows that we're over here. And that's okay. But a lot of people are catching me on Team Replay. It's okay. I'm showing up every day for July. Every day. No worries. So here in the studio, we are not trying to be perfect today. It ain't. We are not trying to impress anybody and ain't. We're not trying to prove anything, right? We're not even trying to prove whether we can paint or not. We are simply showing up with our paint, our brushes, our paper, and our hearts. Let's go over to desk time and see what's going on over there. All right, where's my butt? Boo. Is that not yummy? Excuse me. Is that not yummy? This is nowhere near. Like I still have paint in here. Still have paint in here. I still have paint in here. I did separate them by color, not by brand, because I have monochromatic palettes. I did that last year for World Watercolor Month. I did create monochromatic palettes. And some of them are still in their original, this is my Holbein watercolor. They're still inside. They're so little, but they're powerful. You don't even need that much. Winsor & Newton. These are the actual Winsor & Newton. Remember, the other day we were talking about, we're talking about pigment. These are the professionals, the series. There's that. We have Karen Dosh. If you didn't know that they had watercolors, these you only need just a smidge. These are so powerful. And we have Deep Deep Light, which is my handmade watercolors. These are the one that's not in tubes. So these are handmade. Deep Deep Light is out of Colorado, I think. And we have A Gallo. This is just some of these that I put in here. I do have some A Gallo in tubes that are around here on the desk. Then you have Mission. Remember I was looking for my Mission yesterday? Well, here we go. This isn't the one I was looking for. I'm going to show you my palette because we're going to use that one. We're going to use Mission to show you how the granulations show up, because what I'm doing today, I feel like Mission needs to show up. Oh, let's put that there. Then we have, this is my travel one. This one went to Bermuda with me last year. So we have watercolors. These are different brands. So we have watercolor, handmade watercolors here, and that's gouache right there. And then you have your little mixing thing. This is a cute little thing I got off of the A store. Thought it was cute, but it served my purpose because see, nothing can fall out. And that's what I wanted to do because I went on a cruise last year. And of course I took my paints and did. Right. And then I have some etcher. I like etcher. Etcher is one of the ones I got along the way. And then I fell in love with tubes. So etcher, I've had this one probably about 3 years. Um, and when you get the pans like this is my thing when I was telling you the other day, if you're new to watercolor, get something like this to have all the colors and whatever you try, whatever you get. So that way you can have it already kind of set up and you decide what you want. Me, this is what I did. I started out like this and then I found out I like tubes. I like pouring out of tubes. Then this is my Forget Rules, Forget Right, Remember Joy. This is my Christy Hartman palette 10, but inside is Dots and Dust. All of these are handmade by Dots and Dust. She doesn't make paint anymore. Sad. But I'm hoarding these. I really am. That one. And oh, we got Shinhan. Shinhan Professional Watercolors. These are in a palette somewhere. They're in a palette somewhere. I just couldn't find it. So I was just like, okay. And I didn't take these out and put them with my other ones because I like these. I thought they were so cute. And Shinhan are Japanese. I think that's what they are. Shinhan. But they're professional. And when you're talking about very, very vibrant, like Alicia was talking about the other day, pay attention to pigment. When you get a professional set, you don't have to worry about pigment. You do not have to worry about your color showing up. These are going to just knock it out the box. All right. This is nowhere near all of my watercolors, just to let y'all know. I just kind of want to pull them out and share a little bit of what an obsession can turn into. Now, did I care? No, because watercolors saved my whole sanity. After the death of my son, this is what healing looked like for me. This is what it looked like. Literally, every 10, every one of these is what it looked like. This is another watercolor or handmade Jasper Stardust. He's on Amazon. Christy Rice showed me, had some of his, and they're nice. Oh, very beautiful. We might put some of that down. Then my little Roman, I like cute. There's Roman in my little palette. Some beautiful colors. And then I also, KMS watercolors. KMS is also handmade. These smell like licorice. Watch when I open this. And take a whiff. Oh, it smells like licorice. These are all the colors, and I was doing their club about 5 years ago. That's how long I've had these. Now I can wet these puppies back up. They're gonna wake right on back up because you saw how hard it was for me to take that off. I keep them in things that are gonna seal them up. But KMS Watercolors is another one. I found her on Instagram, but if you go kms.com, kmswatercolor.com, these are Archer and Olive. I wasn't a 100% fan. I've had these for a while. They all right. They're very sticky. I don't like sticky paints. Remember I told you when I put water on them, I want them to show up. These don't show up fast, but I still got them. These are Blick. Blick went out. Okay, Blick stop carrying their own brand because Blick bought out, is it McPherson? And so Blick start using Utrecht. So Blick stopped carrying their own brand. And I tried to get every color. I even had my cousin in Chicago going to Blick getting all the colors. These are not even all of the colors. There's some more. But I put them in here. And these are I took them out of oh, that fell out. Let's put that back in. I need to wet it up so it can re-adhere. And I took it. You saw that's my Tim Holtz pencil thing, stress pencil, and I just put them in there. But these are Utrecht. I mean, these are Blick, which let's see, where's Blick? Blick should be down here somewhere. Well, I don't see. Oh, there we go. So it was regular. These are the Blicks. And so Blick stopped selling their brand because they are now selling Utrecht. which I also love. These are Utrex, and they're series 2 and 3. You get them to different series. So for the people that are new to watercolor, when you see series 1, 2, 3, that basically kind of tells you what level it's on. Hey, Carol, how are you? I responded to you your message. I'm happy that you're on your next phase of your journey, so you can continue the healing process. This one right here is this one is green leaf and blueberry, handmade. These are handmade right here. Those are handmade. That's handmade. And they put them in tubes. These are really, when I say dug in the dirt, pulled out and made into paint. These here puppies right here. Oh, they're so pretty. Well, I don't want, let me leave that alone because I don't want to open it up. But this one is Pyro Scarlet, and then that's cyan, and then we got that era, whatever yellow. So, and then I like Mermaid Blue. So that's it. Oh, and then this is Mermaid Blue in my slime paint on paper that I got from Peg and Awe. It's an actual, those are Mermaid Blues, both series. One series is one side and the other series colors is the other side. So this is also one that I had for traveling. I got this from Peg and All. And so this is a leather strap, and then I got it, of course, slapping paint on paper, right? Why not? Hi, Mariah. Hi, Ava Lee. How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I've been looking for an hour now. Oh, Ava Lee, make sure y'all go. If you have not went and checked out all the thumbnails are done. Hit notify. Hopefully when you hit the notify, it will notify you. But most of the days I'm going to be on at 11 outside of Monday and Wednesday. Monday and Wednesday is 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. And the other days, opposite of PM Artist Studio, it's going to be 11. So if they're on in the morning, I'm on in the afternoon. If I'm on in the afternoon, they're on in the morning. You know, because I like to show up to the party and do. All right. And then let's see, where's another one? I think I showed you all of them. Oh, the very first watercolor set that I bought that was in a whole thing was this one, which is um Kuretake. Kuretake. This is the watercolor set. You can see I got my money's worth out of it. Used it, used it, used it, used it. I love it. Look at that green gone, pretty much. And I love this set. This set will, all of my other ones, like my Hobby Lobby and my Michaels, those craft paints, craft watercolor paints, the introductory to watercolor, I've given those away or sent them last year when people said they want to try watercolor. And I was just like, well, hey, I got some of you said you email me, I'll send you some, and that's what I did. So those are gone. And then my granddaughter, who liked watercolor, she got some. But all of those are gone. Everything else I have is student grade or professional watercolors. Hi, Christy Hartman. Christy Hartman. Oh my goodness, I'm glad you're here. I'm gonna show out today with your stencil and is. I'm gonna show y'all how we do. Oh, and then Lucas Creel, Lucas, which I have in acrylic paint, also has watercolor. So that's them. And then Intense is my other one that is handmade. Trying to look down here as I see them. These are handmade. And who else is on the desk that's handmade? I think that's it. As I go, I'll let you know if they're handmade or not. A Gallo. And then we got A Gallo, but there is another one. I still couldn't remember what that paint was, nor can I find. I haven't found, didn't find it. I cannot remember what it was. That just sucks. It's okay. All right. Now let me take these. And remember, I'm just going to take these, put them back in. Remember, I got about 4 of these full of paint. Karen Dosh, we'll show out. I'll show you Karen Dosh sometime this month. Karen Dosh is beautiful. Everything that I've shown you, they're just great. I have none that I don't like. I'm not going to even say. I do have some that I love more than others. Oh, and PWC, which is another it's not it's like it's I want to say Japanese as well. PWC is another one that I have that I love. But a number one. So remember last year I told y'all Maddie asked me, it's like, Karen, what's your favorite brand? And I could not answer that question. After last year, we figured out Rosa Gallery was number one, Daniel Smith was number two, and that wasn't including handmade, because handmade watercolors are a number one on my list. See, I didn't even dump them all out, but I decorate with them. Aren't they cute? And of course, my studio stays cool, so they stay cool, and they got a nice top. Hi, Ann Webb. Let's see. I think we got room. I have four of these full. Oh, wait, this one is monochromatic, so I can't put no other colors. That's green, yellow. All right, let's get these off the desk and out of the way, because we are going to do what? Create joy in the studio. And is, sorry, puppy, didn't mean to wake you up. I got to move all of this because I'm going to be pulling out the gel plate too. Okay. When you come to the house, y'all, when y'all come to the ranch. Oh, and I wanted to show you, these are some good watercolor pencils. I don't do a lot of watercolor pencils, but I love those. I really don't do a lot of work. I was trying. P was inspiring me a little bit, but it's just like I was like, oh, and aren't they beautiful? And then that's another problem. I like pretty stuff. I had another one, but I gave him to gave him to my granddaughter, the one that just left. So she got a whole big old set of them. But I had these from Germany. So I like when I get stuff like where it came from. Ivory Pearl. Hey girl, what's up? Y'all in the house today? Sure is. So we're gonna use our handmade watercolors today. And I'm gonna pull out, let's see. Yeah, let's sit this. Yeah, we're gonna use that. Now let's get our paper. Now I'm gonna be using watercolor paper. So when we get to gel print, just remember I've used watercolor paper. Okay. All right. So welcome everybody that's coming in since I started. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hang out. I'm giving you permission to create. Just come and have fun in this space. Slow down today. I know tomorrow is a big day, but slow down. Enjoy the moment for the time that you're here right now with me. Right? And if you're new to the channel and you're up in the balcony and you're just like, oh, well, YouTube just kind of referred you to me, like, and you haven't decided if you want to subscribe to the channel, don't worry about it. Don't rush. Just kind of hang out with me a little bit and date me for the next hour and a half or two, however long I'm on here. You don't have to commit right now. You might not even like me, right? I might say something you might, no, I don't like her. But just have the willingness to want to hang out with all of us. And then don't worry about chatting if you don't want to chat. I just want to welcome you in. You don't have to say anything. So welcome back, everybody, and everybody that then came in. Hello, hello, hello. So today is day 3, and I want us to settle in this month with ease. Sometimes when we start something new, we put so much pressure on ourselves, right? All right, when you're doing watercolor, you need some things. You need paper, you need watercolor brushes, you need paint, and you need water. Like water. I usually get 2 things. All right, let me pull my apron up, y'all, because I got good clothes on. And usually when I watercolor, I don't make a mess. But because I'm gonna pull out some paint, bucket. Date me is hilarious. Yeah, you know, you gotta date folk first. You don't call people friends right out the gate, right? I don't want you to feel committed. That's kind of like when I used to date. I'd be like, "Hey, let's have coffee." They'd be like, let's have dinner." I'd be like, first is coffee, because you know coffee is not gonna last that long. All right, we are going to make some backgrounds, but I feel like I gotta do. I feel like I got something else in me first. So hold on. Just walk with me. Don't get weary. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Okay, don't worry about it. And if you're participating this month with me, World Watercolor Month, do in the community here on my YouTube, do share, like share your pictures if you want to, or if you don't want to share, you can send me an email. My email is in the description box below. It is. You don't have to share. Not if you don't want to share in public. You don't have to. All right, so I'm gonna take some water and put a pile of water there, pile of water there, put a little water there, right there. Just, you know, this how I want you to kind of don't no stress, no stress. Right? And I'm gonna get my round brush because that's my favorite brush. Oh wait, I gotta wake up my water. Gotta wake them up. You gotta wake them up. Gotta tell everybody it's time to show up. Show up. Everybody ready? 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 Are you ready? What's going on? Oh, my bad. Y'all didn't come here for my singing. All right. What did I say? Yellow, but I'm not gonna paint with yellow. I'm gonna start out with a little purple, just a little bit, and we're gonna drop that right there and let it do its thing. Because remember, when we start out, we're not starting out with a theme. We're just kind of putting some paint, slapping some paint on some paper, literally. Literally. You do not have to have rhyme or reason or like what it's going to turn into. Doesn't matter. Who cares? You just want to relax. Just want to have fun, right? But if you've been hanging out with me long enough, you know mine usually turns into flowers. They do. All right, let's put that there, and then we're gonna drop this right there. Drop that in there. Put that there. Boo, boo, doo, doo, doo. So how's everybody? Everybody doing? It's Friday. Happy Friday. Yeah, we do coffee. So now I'm so happy I don't have to worry about any of that, right? I'm just saying. All right, and pull this off because remember, in watercolor, I let stuff dry. I do. Now in gel printing, ain't nobody got time for that. Who got time? I ain't got time. I ain't got time for that. In the words of Darcy, then we ain't worry about it. Just put it down, pull it up, pull it down, pull it up, pull it down, pull it up. All right, we're gonna do this. Put some of that over there. Whatever comes out, we're gonna love it. We're not gonna worry about it. Just go in and put some different colors down. Doo, 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 doo. This is how you slap paint on paper with no pressure. And as the brush slides across the page, you take a deep breath. You tell yourself, I got joy. I'm going to have joy. It's not a great day, but I am going to have joy. I'm just going to enjoy this moment right now. I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about 3 hours from now. I'm only going to be in this moment right now, giving my body what it needs. And that's to just breathe and relax. Hey, Shay. Shay, I haven't seen you in a while. I feel like you were on Bitty Penny Saturday, but I was driving and I couldn't see. I hate when I have to listen at y'all and can't chat. That's another reason why I usually won't say hello in the chat if I'm there, because I want to be part of the chat. And do. All right, we're gonna let this one dry. Christy Hartman. So the fourth, I have my son, my bonus son, and his wife is here. They got in about 3 o'clock this morning. And Crystal and Bernadette, my best friends, my besties that you usually see, Chi-Town, y'all probably know her, Chi-Town. They're on the road, they're on the way here. So we are gonna have like a low key just hanging out. We're not gonna stress. If meat get on the grill, it get on the grill. If we eat, we eat. We gonna eat. But if cooking, per se. So normally I have a big family and friends day, but this year I didn't do it. Didn't do it. So that means next year I'm gonna have to do it because it was supposed to be an annual thing. Okay, this big palette that I just pulled out. Remember I was telling y'all about my Mission, my Magellan watercolors. They are the most expensive watercolors that I have in my house, in my studio, right? Um, I got them because Opal and Mint, she did a thing. Like I love Opal and Mint. So my people are Emma LaFave, Opal and Mint, um, Liesl Davis, oh Lord, where's that brush? Tammy K. I be wanting to call her uh Tammy Faye. It's Tammy K. Those are the people that I really was following. So Opal and Mint did, she showed the box. That's all she had. She had me at the box. I didn't care what was inside the box. I didn't care how the paint was going to show up. She had me at the box because the box is purple and gold. Y'all, my wedding was purple and gold. I love purple. And why not add a little accent of gold? So, and then when I got them, when she opened them up, I was like, oh my goodness, look at this box. Look at these tubes. Like she was talking about the granulating watercolors, and I was just like, oh my gosh, show that box again. Let me see these. And then the little tubes. So that's why I bought these. But these were my first introduction to granulating watercolors. Now, and these are tourmaline two-tone granulating watercolors. So they're just not granulating watercolors. They are two tourmaline. Now you might be like, well, what the heck is tourmaline? Well, I forgot, but it's got something to do with the soil and where they get it and all of that. And let me just tell you what it is based on what they said. All right, where's English? Because it's very important that I get the English. Oh, right there. Flip it over. Well, well. There we go. Texture, enhancing, two-tone, color after drying. Yeah, the importance. Yeah, that's not it. Do. All colors express the dramatic two-tone micro particles of tourmaline gemstones into all colors. That's what it is. Tourmaline is a real thing. Like this is it right here. It's a real thing. Hey Lynn, happy Friday. So it's a real thing. And then they put the gemstones in there. So this is why. So now I'm set y'all up. Now let y'all, I figured because of what I'm going to do this. This is a Christy Hartman production. That's why I was glad she's here. Because the watercolors is all me, but where we're going after this is inspired by Christy Hartman, and I'm gonna have to say Rhonda because Rhonda really just told me like I wasn't mixing acrylic like I do my watercolors. I've mixed the heck out of watercolors, but yeah, we were mixing up. And if you're in Makers, you've been over there, you've already seen some of the stuff. All right, let's get this party started. Let's see. Are y'all got? Let me see. And make sure y'all got what you need. All right, there we go. Good desk time. Good desk view. So this month for World Watercolor Month, those that are going to be participating in World Watercolor Month, if it's your first time, remember, I don't want you to put a lot of pressure on yourself. I don't. I just want to give you an invitation, not really an assignment every day. You don't. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. You can get a pen. That's why I showed you pencils, because you can do pencils as well. I'm gonna keep going down because I don't want to waste this paint. We want to get all the butter from the duck. See? And we're gonna go over here and get this color. Put them in there together. Squiggle it up. So is anybody doing anything fabulous like climbing on top of the Empire State Building? I'm just like still amazed that those people climbed on top of the Empire State Building. There's a lot of stuff. I have not been in the news because y'all know I told you I stay away from that. The news steals my joy, and I don't like my joy stole. I don't even like to give away my joy. I guess that's probably why this year I decided to kind of just hang out at home. Because even if we didn't have company, I hadn't planned on doing anything. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. All right, we got three. We got this one. That one's still a little wet. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. All right, let's wet that brush. And if y'all have any questions, put them in the chat. Put them in the chat, and at slapping paint on paper so that way I can see it highlighted. Because I don't want to ignore. Y'all might be chatting amongst yourself, and I don't want to ignore anybody. That flower just needed to. It just needed to come out of me. Look at that. So these are the tourmaline. It's two-tone. Now you're going to start seeing as it dries, you're going to see two. And I will really have to go into each color to tell you what colors are mixed with. Like there's a green, it's called a Milky Way. God, it's so pretty. It is, but when it dries, it looks purplish. So remember, we're not worrying about making anything. We're just kind of lobbing some shapes down here, and y'all might be like, "But them look like flowers to me." That's what they probably are. It's hard for me not to make a flower now, because I have muscle memory. All right, it just kind of just pops out there. Let's go back over. Let's see, where is that color? Might be. I haven't used this palette since probably about 6 months ago. Oh, see, look at that. You can see it already in that one. Let's put that up there. So that is actually two-tone. And put that right there. Let's see. See? All right, let me clean my brush because I don't want to contaminate. I kind of feel like I contaminated it a little bit. Hey, K-pop mama, how are you? Anybody else popped in here? I got Ivy Pearl. I love the Magellan machine. Oh, yes, tourmaline are the only ones I have. Oh, Ivy Pearl. So do you like them? Like, tell me, tell me, tell me. Yes, it does. I tell my husband all the time to turn off. This heat has been stealing my joy. It has. Let me tell you something. Whew. Mr. McCoy was outside. He was getting some stuff in the yard. I said, just go and put that over there. It'll be okay. It's too hot out here. I was just standing there trying to tell him what to do. And I'm just like, it's hot. And I'm not going to complain. Hey, calm down. See out of Grace. Chill out, girl. I know y'all heard her barking. I know my thing can't be that good. You didn't hear that bark. That was very aggressive bark. She almost scared me. I almost dropped my paintbrush. She barking at something out there. Okay. Green. So being that I made that green, let's put some yellow in the middle. Too hot to tell them what to do. That's that's hot. Right. It was hot. I was standing there and I'm cute today too. Please. I was like, no, just put that down and just come on in the house. It's too hot. And it was just 10 o'clock. Because, I'll get up in the morning and I walk. So I did my walk already. And that was a little warm. I was just like, no, thank you. Get somebody. As a matter of fact, I don't even want you to get nobody else to do it. All right, there we go. All right, so we got this one. Let's see that. I feel like I need another. That one. I need another. Thing. Oh, I tell Brad if you need help with something, it isn't happening if I have makeup on. I don't have that excuse no more. Maybe I need to go back to that one because that used to be my excuse. And be like, I'm not finna get all sweaty, have my makeup running and moving out of place because you can only pat dry so many times. Okay, this is another one. Let me go across there. Clean the brush off. I'm gonna try to show you all of them now with this one. Browns. Go across there. Need a lot of pigment. But okay, that's what I was getting ready to say. I'm not gonna complain about the heat, guys, because somebody didn't wake up this morning. Um, yeah, I'm gonna stay out of it and all of that, but I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it. So that's what I tried to tell, um, tell, some people. It's just like, yeah, somebody didn't wake up this morning. They would be happy to be in this heat. So, oh yeah, let me tell you a story about our Walmart here in Eufaula. Well, up in Eufaula. How about there was somebody that went in there because they had put on Facebook, don't come to the Walmart because they're evacuating the Walmart and they are and they you can so they were closing the Walmart. I was like, darn, what happened? Because one time somebody went in there and set something on fire. They're all these little country folks, they always doing something. The little kids, they're always going in there doing something. But anyway, the man went in there and got some bear spray, because we do have bears in Alabama. Got some bear spray and sprayed the bear spray in the store. And so the people that were closest to him spraying it, of course, they had to go to the hospital. But I was like, what idiot? And I feel like I want to show y'all his picture, but I don't want to give it no airtime over here on my channel. But he had whatever that bug is that Eddie made in a stamp last month. I think it was last month. He had it tattooed on his throat like a big old bug, big old bug. And I was like, what in the world? But yeah, they had to close down the Walmart because he sprayed not one but two different formulas. Now, I don't think we have bears here in my hometown, but you go different parts close around here, there are bear sightings. Bears, wild hogs. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Does that not make you happy, happy, happy? That's true. My friend is not expecting to wake up. I know he'd be happy to be in the heat. Aubrey, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'll be praying for. Yep. See, it's that's how I get my joys. I look at some things I can't control. Like I can't control what's going on in the world right now. I can't control that gas is almost well where I am, $5. I can't. Are there mountains in Alabama? So Zoe in up in Alabama, up by Tennessee, Huntsville up that way, but not really mountains here, but closer to Tennessee. They are, but here in my little hometowns, no, we just have hills and valleys. This is going to be very, very pretty. Y'all, see, I know where I'm going with it. I'm trying to contain my excitement. I'm trying to talk to y'all so I don't get too excited because I'm like a little kid at Christmas. This is going to be bomb pretty. Somebody probably already like, oh, I know where you're going with it. I'm just like, okay, that's cool. All right, what other color I want? Let's put blue up here because blue is up there. I really don't think I want blue up there. Let's mix that with that and just slap that up there. Just slap it on there. Because that's what we do. We slap paint on paper for joy. We slap paint on paper so we don't have to worry about all the foolishness. That if we can't control what's going on, then let's find something to do. Slap some paint on some fabric, slap some paint on some cars, go paint a house, go do something. Just slap the paint on. Create some joy. All right. I think, let's see. I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm going to close up things. Close this up. I got some that I can start. Now let's move on to phase two. Did I not tell y'all that this show is being sponsored by, well, oh, it's heavy. It is actually that you don't know those ceramic, so it's heavy. Let me see. What do we got? Let's pull this one out. Paper down. This one had some leftovers on it. Oh, that light is going to drive me crazy. I'm still working on some spotlighting. We got somebody supposed to come by, but we had to reprioritize some things in the house because we have something in the ceiling in the roof. Got to have the roofer come out. So my track lighting kind of got put on the back burner. So y'all excuse the glare. I hate the glare. Right. All right, let's go. There we go. Do, 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 do. Let's put that right there. We got that. All right, pull the chat now so I can move. There we go. All right, cool. I had to move baby bird mother and the eggs into a cage so she can't steal more eggs and the little one safe. So are you talking about the little egg that you had? I mean the baby bird that you were telling me about? So how does that work? See, I don't even know how that works. Okay, so here's this. This is how we got this right here. Now I have some stencil. Some of the design is still on here. Let me get a piece of paper. You can kind of see it, but what do I do with the paper that fast? Put this under here so you can see. There we go. So see, we still got a little bit of design from the other one that I pulled, but that's not going to be enough. And this is Chrissy Hartman's new stencil. You get it over there at PM Artist Studio. Um, I did not link it in the description box below, but Raya, you're here. If you would, you still got some rights. Could you put the link in the chat? So if anybody wants the link, then that way you can go and grab your what do you call that thing? Grab your stencil. Um I don't know where Mr. McCoy is, but cute as a button, and I know mothering. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. I like that. I like that for you. That's to me after you sent me that, I was like, that's just like new life. If that wasn't a symbol of new life, I don't know what was. I'm just saying. Azalea hasn't popped in the chat, so I think, I think, think. Newest designs are right at the top. Oh yeah, and then go over to PMR Studio because it is double points. And you go over there and check out the page and you get to see a very, very beautiful lady on the front of it. I love it. I love the way it came out. All right, I am going to, where's my paint? I had all that because I've only limited myself to this color, this color, this color, and this color, and maybe this color. And I had some other soft ones and this color, right? And I'm going to do something that normally I never did before. Let me tell y'all. When I tell you I didn't, I didn't. I never did it before. So yesterday when Rhonda was in the chat and I just like, hey, what'd you do? And she just, she said, I just mixed the paints and wait, Karen, why don't you do that? You do it with watercolor. All right, so here we are. Um, let's start. We're not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna slap the paint again. We're slapping paint on the gel plate now. Skip my brayer. And if you're coming in or if you're just getting in and you be like, wait a minute, it says World Watercolor Month, Flowers of Joy. We've already painted the flowers. We're just going to do something else with these beautiful flowers of joy because these flowers brought me so much joy. So much joy. All right, let's put that right there. But we're not done because this is how I did it. I don't know. I had to do it a couple ways to try to get my life together. Okay, let's put that right there. And then what other color? Let's do this one. And Blick had Amsterdam on sale. I did tag them because they had the big ones, the 120 milliliters. I got me some. They come today. Put that right there. I kind of blend it in a little bit just to get that over there. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. And we can't do without having a little shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. And my shimmer, I'm going to use a little bit, just a smidge of the Nick Pro, right? Got a niffle, gotta put that right there and put a little bit over in that corner right there. Boom. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this? Hold on, I'm gonna need another gel put because we're gonna flop. We're gonna flop. You got flip and flop. Gonna use it 2 times. Dun, 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 dun. Look, that's already pretty. Oh, that's a 9 by 12. Oh well, that's already pretty. Okay, let's go. Let's use this one. Nope, let's use this one. And remember what we did? Do you remember? Now the question is, which one did I use? I'm officially back from the kitchen. Zal, you got your coffee? Got your coffee? Okay, hold on a minute. So, anybody already placed their order with PM Artist Studio? I'm just curious because I want you to make sure that you share your yumminess. Okay. And let me flip this because I'm gonna let it dry a little bit, just a little bit. But is that not beautiful? Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? So I'm gonna let it dry because I put a lot of paint and I want and then we still got the yumminess that was already left on the plate. But this is one of the ones, and you'll see once we pull it up. But watercolor, we gel printed and then we took our background and did it. So let's put this one over here. Let it dry a little bit, just a little bit. Let's get us another plate. So we still got some yumminess. I got some other things to show you. Now let's put this over here because we still got paint on it. That's one thing about the Yupo. Yupo keeps giving. It doesn't stop giving. It keeps giving. It's the stencil that just says, hey, I'm showing up again. Right. Let's put that right there. Cookie not here, right? We're starting out with all this pink. And going back here and grab me some gold. Hi, Rosemary. Happy Friday. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. That right up there and a little bit down there because we need some gold all over. And we're going to pop some blue in the middle. Just a little bit. I want to mix it all up. I'll be done blended it all up. I think that was what I was trying not to do. Put that up there. Boop, 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 boop. Rear up. All right. There we go. I'm going to take this one and put it on this one. Oh, wait, my bad. Gotta take the stencil off first. I need my change because we're flopping off, flipping and flopping. And we're using this stencil over and over. Look at that. Would you just look at that? Oh my goodness, that just brings me joy. The things that make you happy. This is why you breathe. Take a deep breath because when you're smiling, you smile when you can. Because some days you won't smile. Some days are just rough. Let's put that right there. And remember, this is watercolor. We watercolored already on this paper. And now we're using the watercolor paper to pull and do all the other fun stuff on. And we're letting it dry a little bit. Look at that. As Mariah said, let's get that wiggle on. Do you see that? Oh my goodness. Minus the light. That is just doggone it beautiful. I just don't know why I hadn't done that before. So, Rhonda, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where are we on time? Oh, we're doing great. I'm just doing it. All right. That gold was pretty. Let's put some gold right there in the middle. And put some blue. Blue is beautiful. Where's my sheet? Oh, I need to burr off. Why do I not have burr off paper here? Hi, Mary Brown. Just stopping by to say hi. Gotta go, but my kitty will listen and read. Oh, thank you, Mary Brown. Hey, Cookie. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, everybody that's coming in. Y'all giving me more joy. See, this is what happens when you hang out with folks that make your heart happy. Okay, Cookie, I'm glad I did the pink before you came in hot, because I came in hot with that pink, baby. Not a lot, not a lot. All right. Now we're going to take, well, we're not going to think about yellow. Where's yellow? I need yellow. Not next to gold. Let's do red next to gold. Here we go. This is why I had to put my apron on, y'all, because when I was watercoloring, yeah, I'm cute when I'm watercoloring. There's no problem with watercolor. But, all right, I don't have another plate to flop off on. Not really, but I do. Let's get to moving. So that's why I told Rhonda, I said, Rhonda, I feel like we need to get together and have a party. Okay, now this is the watercolor paper we did here. We're going to put this one on here. Yeah, so everybody that's coming in, do hit that thumbs up. Let us know. And if remember, if you're new to the channel and you just, YouTube just said, hey, this lady is live, go check her out. I ain't feeling that one. I don't know why. Feeling, oh, there. Oh, I am now. Look at that gold. Got to move it, got to wiggle it around a little bit. I don't think that's gonna paint. Well, I don't think paint got up there. Or either it was still wet. I'm not sure. That's the other thing I did learn last night. When I did my watercoloring, it was better if I let the watercolor paper dry. Let it dry. See, this is coming up, so we're not going to worry about it. I'll just lay it on its belly. Lay it on it. Now, we have these two that are left. See, this is why I was trying to do a whole bunch. But we're going to walk through some ones I did last night. So we have these two. When you think about it, let's see. You take the stencil and just kind of pop it on right there. Oh, that was almost perfect, spot on. I couldn't have did that better if I'd have did it. Like literally, put it down. I'm just gonna kind of see. I told y'all Karen and Christy makes a great team. Look at that. Not worrying about what color it is. We not, because that's not what we're doing. Just getting the paint off of this one for real and stop, because that's a new stencil, girl. See, you both still give. See how it's giving back? All right. I like that. So we put the flowers, because I knew the stencil was going to have centers. So I was trying to put blobs on there of the watercolor so that it would have it almost, it's spot on right there. And so this is one of those other things. Remember I told you, like, if you have people that don't watercolor, if you take a stencil and you kind of go over it, right? And then you have open space. So now let's go back. Becky. Becky in the house. Happy Friday, Becky. How are you? Watching from my bike at the gym. Oh, don't fall now. Don't fall. So watch. So we still have open space. So we still come in here and you still can watercolor. You get to have your own whatever. So go inside there. There's some more water. Wait for it. So this is where I say I like when my mediums meet and make me happy. So I could have left it, just put the stencil on with black. So when you do this with black paint on your stencil right here, if you do it with black paint, so let me just show you. Well, I got brown nearby. Let's put you back. Just plop you. Nope. The wrong way. That way. Nope. Right there. There we go. Right there. And you take a darker color, right? And just kind of, it's really the lines because the open space is where you give somebody the color. And I started doing this because Bernadette's coming and she doesn't watercolor like I watercolor, right? But when I have the open lines, let's get my, to give us the open lines. I said open lines, it's the, what, the negative space. We're leaving the lines. Lines or no lines. See, we got lines. Took away all the other stuff. We got lines. So this is the part that's going to be left. So now I needed more paint. No worries. Let's give us a piece of paper. On. That's more than one piece of paper. But I just wanted to create some paper so that way she can have because she'll have the color pencils, the watercolor pencils, because they're gonna take part in the show tomorrow. Tomorrow they'll be here until Tuesday. So, and I'll be here every day. Oh, it wasn't. It was only one piece of paper. So see all the space in there. She'll be able to color inside. And I'm going to leave this on here. But look at that. That has that gold on there. That's so pretty. So that way she'll have the watercolor pencils that I showed you. Or she can use the watercolors to do what I did here. And I'm not going to finish coloring this in because if she want to. But see how we did the flowers that kind of went down there? That almost gave it a little start for coloring it. Thought that was almost spot on. But just another thing, if you don't watercolor and you're just like, oh, I got all these stencils, I got all of the acrylic paint, take it and make your own, pretty much your own coloring book or your own little color sheet, right? And just put this over there. Let's go back because we're going to let the other ones dry just a smidge more, just a smidge more. Now this one, while we're waiting on stuff to dry, let me finish with this one. These are my stamps. This is again some more watercolor. These are already colored. So we're not going to color. We're not going to put them there. We're just going to kind of pop them in. And the colors that's already on there kind of gives you a little bit of direction. Not really, you don't have to follow it. But if she gets to come in and use her colored pencils to maybe do something else, color them another color. So that one is Tanika. This one is Joshua. And you can get these over at PM Artist Studio as well. These are my stamp designs. See? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. They just look so pretty. And I had a moment on my walk this morning, because, I just was thinking about my children. They're no longer here. And then I thought about them, running around and just, my son sitting outside because this would be a time when the family would either have family reunions when they were younger and we would all be together. But once the kiddos get grown, they have their own family and their own things, and I'm cool with that, which is why I'm having my own thing, kinda. So we can stamp this out all over. And so when I give it to her, the stamp will be dry because this is Versaclear. So you let it give it time to dry, and then once it dries, she'll be able to stamp. I mean, she'll be able to color them in. Look at that. Let's see, what is that? Try to put it. Let's put it right there. Put that right there, because this is the stamp that keeps on giving. So, and I don't have the other sheet. But y'all, if you haven't seen, if you're new here and you're just, again, you haven't been here, there are Monday, we did, Wednesday was day one, Thursday, and then today. So we're just 3 days into World Watercolor Month, right? And remember, we're not stressing. We are not stressing. I do not want you to stress at all. No way, shape, form, or fashion. Oh, Christy, I can't see. I can't wait to see what you did. Can't wait. Can't wait. See, so you take your brush and color these all in, and then she'll have a page full of Joshua and Tanika's. I like that, so cute, because this is what made me do it. I did it on here, but this isn't watercolor paper, so I don't know how that's going to work out. She can do it with regular color pencils, but I was just creating some pages so that way, the people that are here, if they want to, follow along and maybe join, because y'all know I like when people come to the ranch and want to slap paint on paper, hang out with me. We like that kind of stuff. We do. We do. We do. We do. And when you think you know what the picture is going to look like, this is where I want you to not worry about it. Because let's think about this one, and let me show you one that I did last night. So this was one of the first. Oh no, this one we did on the live yesterday. Y'all remember all that water I put on there, right? So when I got my stencil, I took the stencil and put it across, and then this one I have a little bit of paste on there. I used some crackle paste. So I'm telling you, I was having fun. So now we have the flowers that sits on top, and then I could take this a little step further. If I want to add to it, I could take my words. Well, let's do it. Actually, let's take these. And this is the inspirational stamp. The May the Grace of God. Or May the Grace. It's we're not going to put it all over. We're just going to kind of put it, oh, so just kind of pop it in some places. Where, look at that. Look how that just shows up. Doesn't have to be straight. And maybe right there. Look at that. Oh, love it. Love it. Oh, oh. See, that's why you got to have a little apron on. This is the one we did yesterday. I put all those colors on there. When those colors dry, and I put this on the gel plate, this said, flop me over, flop me over. I want to be part of it. Flop me on there. And I love the way that this turned out. And remember, you can take this and make it, you can turn it into cards. Pretty much you can do whatever you want at this point. This one we want to use for coloring. Leave the stamps open and you get to color. So let's say you're like, oh, Karen, I love your flowers. Your flowers are beautiful. Here's the opportunity of how you can get my flowers. And then you can possibly use it to circle, well, not circle, trace. You never know. But I don't want you to trace my flowers. I want you to be authentic about your own design, your own who you are. So that way, when you show up and you show your art or you share your art, it doesn't look like mine. It's not cookie cutter, right? You get to show up in your own authentic self. And that's what I love most about all the things I do. You might see my stuff today, and then tomorrow you'll be like, oh, that looks different. I like evolving in my watercolor. I like evolving in everything. That's why I enjoyed doing this after Rhonda said that, add the couple or whatever. And then she's like, well, I like paste. Let me show y'all that. Hey, y'all gotta get out. Hold on, guys. Let me let the dog out. Oh, okay. There. Let's see. Where is it? I think I put the video over in Makers, but for those that are not part of Makers, look at this. It's dry. I did it last night, so you get to see that. And so now I could take this and stamp over it. You can do so much. Like, I love, 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 love the way that kind of it showed up. So what was left on the plate after I was doing pull after pull, it eventually turned into a mini long haul, a mini. And I only had probably maybe about 5, 6, colors on there. So, but what I was trying, this was one of the first ones when I was putting the paint down and I was trying to get like, okay, mixing it, but I was not, I was doing more ombre than mixing. So I had to let go, right? You got to let go. Like I had to get it together and just mix it all over the place. And this was the first one where I was just like, oh, it still didn't mix. And then it was mixing right there. And I didn't like the way it was mixing. And then I just kind of like, okay, fine. So when I pulled it and put the flour down, then later on, I was like, well, Rhonda says she used that paste. So I pulled the paste out and we put the paste on there. And OMG, it feels good. Like the texture that's on here. So I told Rhonda, I was like, I tell you, girl, we need to just hang out. Just let's get together, hang out. Because science is not my thing. I'll take some stuff and mix it together to see what's going to happen. And then if I get lucky and something happened great and wonderful, my problem is I don't write down what I did. And then I can't come back and tell y'all what I've done. And that's why sometimes I just like, oh, I'm not a good teacher because I don't remember. But that was fun. This was fun. Where's this one? Let's see, where is this one? I think there's another one. Oh, see, I got better. This was pink and white. I got it and mixed it up. But you get, pink and white. It's gonna make a softer pink. So that one was beautiful. And I like that. That made my heart full of joy. And I was like, okay, let go, Karen. And so as I kept going and putting colors on, the business pink, it wasn't white. It was the white you see is the white of the paper. So this will probably be one of those that'll get sprayed with my sprays to bring it on home. Because like Darcy says, hey, don't throw those papers away. You don't like them, still spray them, do something with them, turn them into some fun pinky papers. That one, there was another one. These, see, I just let go. I let go the inhibition of trying to make it perfect, right? Because the ombre is what I had on my mind. And I was like, well, it doesn't sound like she was doing ombre. It sounds like she was saying she was just putting paint on paper, mixing them up, and whatever she's got, and she slapped the stencil down, right? That's how it works. So it was getting better. So because it's World Watercolor Month, I was like, you know what? I know I can do it with watercolor. I know I can mix it up with watercolor. And so that's what I did with the backgrounds. I got watercolor, put the watercolor on there, and then took the stencil from the gel plate and slapped it on there. Worked out perfect. So I need to get better about mixing up my paint on the gel plate. but these are fun. And I'm gonna have fun spraying them with my red. Y'all know I did my red dye, and I'm gonna put some baking soda in there because I saw that to keep it and make it to where it lasts on the paper with the red dye is to put baking soda in there. So we're gonna do that, and then spray the pages with whatever color I feel. Cause see, we got white up under there, and it was just so much fun. I just had so much fun taking watercolors, the basis of the palette of the paper is watercolor, and then taking the stamp and putting it on top. Hey, Pinka. Happy Friday, Pinka. That one paper we had yesterday. All right, so let's put that over there if we want to keep those separate. All right, let's pull this one off. Let's see, should we do this one? I think I need to let that one sit because that was one of the last ones I did. Uh, start right here. Let's see what we got. Nope, we don't want to pull that one off yet either. Okay, this one. This one turned out. I feel it. That background. Look at that background. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me that grits ain't good. Look at that. And look at that shimmer. Look at that shimmer. See that shimmer? Do y'all see that shimmer? Ooh, cha. Hush up, hush up, hush up, hush up. Now, if you're just coming in, you might be like, okay, well, what's up with that? Well, it's watercolor. We did a background, and remember the paint wasn't on there. And so this right here, I will tell you, if the watercolor isn't dry, it's not going to bind, it's not going to hang on and come together. It doesn't want to have dinner, it doesn't want to subscribe to the to the canvas or whatever. So they have make sure it's dry, and that's all that is, because this is still a little wet. Because I sopped a lot of water on it, but it's okay. For the most part, look at that. So we did the gold, we did blue, we did some pink, and then some red. Now it showed up. Got to get that wiggle. As Mariah said, you got to get that wiggle, wiggle on. Look at that. Oh, and the stencil, that's why I said this is all about what the new stencil, basil root, no, balsam root. What's the stencil called? Basil. It's something root. But look, and it's still, you just pop it right back on there. Even if you want, if I had a sprayer that sprayed, you could still spray it and do something else with it. Like it's keep on going. Or the other thing that I did with to do the um this the paste, that's what I did with this. I put the stencil back on and then I ran the paste. Balsam root. That's it. Balsam root. Thank you, Christy Hartman. Which is Christy Hartman is the designer. She is the creator of Blossom Root, this stencil, this design. You can go with PM Artist Studio. It'll be in the chat. It's gonna come up. If you want it, it's double points now. Go over there and get you some. Support the all of us designers. We would love for you to have all these things so that you can show us what you do with them. I am threatening you with a good time. Okay. Sitting down with some good paint, with some good a pencil, a brush, or whatever, it will help with your mood. It'll make your feelings feel better. It'll make your heart feel better. If you're feeling kind of sad, art can help you remember that you're still here. You're still growing. You're still creating. You're still becoming. So if you need a peaceful place to land this month, I want you to hang out with me over here and Create Joy Studios. So that way I can take my watercolors that's still exciting me and still giving me joy. And then I can show you what I do and how I'm still evolving, right? How I'm still evolving. So I want this month to be fun. If you never follow me again in your life, or only come around once a month for World Watercolor Month, great, wonderful, fabulous. Let this month be full of color and let it really motivate you to play. Do not feel like you have to just let everything be perfect. It does not. Now, you can take this right here, and again, you can make cards out of it. But this is what I did. Now, this one was crackle paste, and it's translucent, right? That's why you can't see this. Like you can see the texture of the shimmer, but I used this one and it was translucent. So let me do something. Let's see. Let's see. Where is the other one? Okay, is that glue? We don't want no glue. That. Oh, myself fixing my everything so I can find it. Y'all know how it is. You clean up to make life better for you, but you remember the mess. You know where everything is in the mess. Becky said, I love seeing what people do with my stencils and stamps. Please tag me if you post in makers. Yes. And if you don't know what makers are, if you're new and you're just like, what is this makers thing they're talking about? There'll be a link in the chat. It's attached to with PM Artist Studio. It's what the artists show up over there and we share the things. Like we learn from each other. Cause don't nobody know it all. Or I like to be, listen, let me make sure this not transparent. Oh, it's semi-opaque. Well, we still gonna use it. And it's got some blue in it. We're not gonna worry about it. But we're gonna slap it down, right? That's all. It's just paper. You might be like, oh, you just messed that up. I mean, it's just paint and it's just paper. We can do it again and probably make it even gooder the next time. I'm just saying. But look at this. So that's what I love about makers is you go over there. Nobody does the same. Nobody does things the same. And those that do things the same, they sometimes get inspired to do something different. And that's me on my creative journey because life is already lifing, life is already doing what it's doing. And then at the end of the day, I want you to have fun. And if you only take 10 minutes a day to go and sit at your kitchen table or if you have a studio or your craft room, I want you to learn, do something different. Be inspired by somebody to do something different. I mean, because y'all, the world today, everybody's being inspired right now with a lot of hatred. And I mean, even people that don't like hatred, they are getting mad. Like I don't go anywhere too much because I don't want to have to slap the taste out of somebody. And I like my freedom. Y'all know I like to pee in private. I do not want to go out there and somebody has something to say. This lady shot a man over a parking spot, y'all. Is it that serious? I need to suck in the gut and walk. So I'm a walk. I'm not finna get mad over no parking spot and pull out a gun. For number one, I don't carry a gun, and that's partly why. Because I have one of those hot tempers. I am Martha's daughter. I am a Clark by birth. Back in the day, that's what they did. They had to carry shotguns. They had to protect themselves. You didn't come on our land, and we didn't go off our land. They were very self-sufficient folks. And to hear these stories of my people back, back in the years, I'm like very proud. So hence is why I'm sitting on 10.5 acres and I want to start doing the same thing. I don't have to go to Walmart if I'm growing it from the cow to the chickens. I mean, I got to get somebody on here that want to help me do all the things because Lord knows if you don't do stuff with the cows right, they get bloated. Chickens bring on the snakes, so I got to have somebody to move the chicken snake out of the hen house because you don't want to kill it because it does its job. Everything has its place in the world, but I just think hatred is played out. It's over. We need to just we need to do better. I mean, the people that went on top of the Empire State Building, that's what their thing was, love. We need to love more. Now, when I finish with this stencil, because I done shellacked it all up with this paste, I will drop it in some water so that it does not stick. I will, just in case somebody was asking, because I got my head down. I'll look at the chat in a minute. Just in case somebody was asking. It's like, oh, you messed that stencil up. Nope. It's a UPO stencil. It's plastic. You can keep using it, just clean it up. There's a video for that. All right, look at that. All y'all don't worry, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. Oh, what is that? See, sometimes I get my OCD kick in and I have to clean. I call myself trying to find stuff and then doesn't work. But Now I'm going to just take this. Gonna wait for it to dry. I'm just gonna pull it on up. Get that. Oh my goodness. Ah, somebody slapped me and called me Lucy. That is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, let's put this on and put it over there. Wait, oh, we might can take what's left on this Yupo and maybe put it on here. Let's see what we do. Let's see. Let's set this right here because I got to do something else real quick. Let's see what that does. Sprayer. See if we can get it off. This is where I get excited. Like it's like dating a new medium and finding out that it's got new tricks. Look at that Yupo. Look at that Yupo. That Yupo say, hold on, I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give it to you. Hold on. Look at it. You can tell because see how it's white? So it went down there. And there most of it's off. Oh, are y'all having fun? Are y'all having fun? It's for a watercolor month. We are combining two of my favorite mediums, watercolor and acrylic paint. Look at that. Look at that. It's in there. All right, that's not part of right now. We want to get back to this one. And remember in my paste, and this is molding paste. This one happened to be golden. You can get any kind, but see, I had blue in there, and see how it changed the color? So it made it blue. That's why it's not white, it's blue. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And look how that gold popped out the gold that's still there. It kind of is right next to it. Oh my goodness, I love it. Now this is going to be very much so beautiful once it dries. So we're going to let this molding paste dry, molding modeling paste, and it'll be like this, but it will be, you can see it still. This is translucent. That's why you can't see this one. But this one right here, it's going to stay this way. It's going to have a little tint. Oh my goodness. That's so much fun. And you got to get the wiggle wiggle so we can see. Hey, Graham, how you doing? Oh my goodness. Carol said, my cows live out on the range. You just brought a bull? Oh my goodness. Is your bull mean, Carol? Carol, I feel like I need to come to your house. I feel like I will be right at home at your place. There's this young lady I start following on I think it was on TikTok, but she's in England. And she's probably like 8, maybe 7 or 8 years old, but she rides and she has a little pony. And to hear her talk, oh, it's just so cute. And she was talking about the goats. The goats are a little mean. You don't want to bother them. I just love it. This is fun. This right here, I could sit here all day and do this. As a matter of fact, I might tell everybody to go and Mr. McCoy to entertain. But this was fun. So we did two things. I feel like I should have took a picture, but if you wasn't here, you have to go back to the beginning to see how we slapped that watercolor down. We slapped watercolor, so we have watercolor base, and then we put the stencil on top on the gel plate, and then we just flopped this, we picked it up with the background, and all of the watercolor is on there. So I'm going to put this over here, and let me put it way over here so I don't put something on top of it and smush it. I'll take it a couple days to dry. I did this one last night. This was my roll off, my brayer off. Did intentional brayering. Like P says, do intentional brayering and you'll be happy. And then I put a little bit of paste that was on the other one. And I had yellow on the stencil. So that's why this one looks yellow. But that was the brayer off. That's going to be probably a part of a journal. Uh, let's pull the other ones. I think we're ready because that one was pretty good. No, it's a 2-year old I brought from a friend's ranch, and it has to be gentle. If not, it will get canned. They say the best way when the bulls and the cows don't want to do right, be like, well, I guess we're gonna have hamburger. I was like, OMG. The man on TikTok, y'all know I follow all the cow people on TikTok, right? And hit the cow had a baby, the heifer, she had a baby, and she kept booting the cow, the baby, the little calf. She kept booting it like throwing it. Like I didn't even know they could throw them, but they threw them. But like she was kept throwing, and so they had to bottle feed it. They put it in the. She let the calf nurse as long as it was in the gate thing, where they do the stuff and hold them. Didn't have no problems. But every time when they try to reintegrate the calf with the mother, then the mother would turn around. And when I tell you, sling that cow across the field or across the barn, because they still had it in a. So the man on the thing, he was pointing at the cow and he's like, well, we know where this is going to end up. And then the next day, he's flipping steak on the grill. I was like, that's funny, but that's not funny. And I was just like, oh, yeah, in the chute. I was like, "Oh my goodness." That was so sad. See, I don't know. I would have to have somebody to help me do all that kind of fancy stuff. And my uncles, not my uncles, but my cousins, he has probably about 15 head of cow where they used to, like say back in the day, our family had over like 2,000 acres. They did everything. But now he's the only one out of all of them that still he told me he's like, you get these cows now, they're gonna be a lot of work. I was like, okay. But Mr. McCoy ain't got me no cows and he ain't got me no horses yet. So I'm waiting on him to get them. I mean, if you get your own cow, you got your own beef and the dog food will come from, all of the extra stuff or the excess or whatever. You ain't got to worry about doing a whole lot of buying. So okay, Carol says some cow do bum their calves and they go down the road. Yeah, that's what they say. It's time for them to go down the road because that's their job, right? That's like these watercolors. Look how we did. See how green was down there? If y'all remember, we had green, we had purple, we had orange. And this was the what are those called? Magellan. Now, the more this dries, I'm going to take pictures of the transition because the Magellan watercolors are going to start really coming up in between where we don't have paint, like you'll see it come up. And when I say come up, it's going to dry, 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 and it's really going to do its thing. But look at that. We get that wiggle on. Look at that. And I hope Mariah on Monday, she threatened me with she's going to play with watercolors. We going to see. We gonna see. We gonna see. I think if you just take it and slap that paint on that paper and don't worry about it, I think it'll be great. All right, let's flip this one and see. Remember. Okay, Graham. My wife Iris loves cows. She always says they are cute. She's never lived on a ranch or a farm, so it's a novelty for her. I live in KC. I can see the big horns. You got some things working? Okay. I'm a farm. I'm a country girl. I was raised, slopping the pigs, feeding the chickens with a funky attitude. Me and them chickens never got along. I always had an attitude feeding the chicken. And I never ate chicken at my grandma's house because I know where the chicken came from. We got them go take me and you would get them daggum chicks from up the road. And then next thing you know, I done named the chicks, and next thing you know, we got Silas and Sam on the table. And my cousin's like, those your chicks, right? And I just sat there. I was like, I'm not hungry. My grandma said, well, back in the day, it was like, well, I guess you're going to bed hungry. I guess I will. I'm quite sure I probably got popped for saying that because I know I said, I guess I will. Because I've always had a little smart mouth. I've picked peas. I've done all the things. I have not and refused to pick the cotton. They raise cotton. They still have cotton and peas and stuff like that, but I wasn't picking the cotton. I felt like enough of them had picked it. I was good. So now they have the machines that pick the cotton. And I look at all the cotton that the machines leave on the side of the road, y'all. And I'd be like, oh, that's a lot of money on the side of the road when it's time for cotton picking. The machines pick them and they have a lot. Okay. This one is beautiful. This one, this one we did. I gotta do it again. Gotta do it again. I gotta do it again. This one is just too pretty. We gonna do it again. And is. Because we got some people here that just like, wait, what you did? Let me show you. Let me show you. All right, where's my palette? Oh, I gotta use the palette. Let's pull it back out. It's probably still wet. This is pretty. That's all I'm saying. But we're gonna do it in a different way because I like the way those colors showed up. Where's my paintbrush? I need the big one. The big one. Nope, the big one. The moppy brush. There it is. My desk is so fun right now. All right, we're gonna use that color. Put it down here. We're gonna mix it because remember I told you I can mix the heck out of some watercolors. Don't ask me why I got a problem with acrylic. I don't know. We're gonna mix that right there. Kind of slap that over there. Put some over there. See, this is what I need to do on the gel plate, and I don't do it. I already see. I need to get about it. Need to get about it. Mixing it up, moving it around, and having fun with it. Just letting it go. Now that y'all know where the stencil is going to go, then now you get to see what I was kind of doing before. Oh, that needs not be purple enough. We need real purple. My cows aren't pets. Can be pretty ornery when messing with calves. Oh, yeah, because that's what the man said. Because people go in the comments and they get mean, whatever. And the girl, she's just like, "Hey, this is a business over here, and our job is to get more calves. And so if the mama don't want to, for one, have the calves, take care of the calves, we don't want that. So we have to get mamas that want to be good mamas." And I was like, "Well, that makes sense. Like same thing with McCoy Righties. We don't want a mama, you know." Like now, my dog is out here. I don't know where Mr. McCoy is. He's outside, but he didn't want to stay inside. Hold on, y'all. He's scratching on my window. And I just realized my post in. Hopefully, he has his phone. Hopefully, because I don't think he's on my live. All right. Oh, I love that palette. I've never seen that layout. So this is Magellan. So these are Magellan watercolors, Becky. And I have this is a ceramic watercolor palette that mixing the paint on here feels so much better. Maybe I need to figure out, I need to play around. Maybe that's what I need to do, play around with acrylic on another surface. I just don't like mixing it on the gel plate. I don't know. See, this brings me joy. This makes me happy. Also, you have inspired me to pull out all those Kiritake watercolors we didn't use at my last retreat. Yes, Becky, pull them out. And oh, let me tell you. Oh, Becky, I don't know where I don't have it right now. I have to send you a picture of your sweater weave. Wait, sweater weave, not yours. It's whatever. It's the one, the stars with the little swoops and things. Wait, no, sweater weave is yours, isn't it? But anyway, I did watercolor, um, and I kind of did the same thing, but not like what I'm doing now. So I was kind of playing with my stencils with my watercolor. Y'all, if he don't come to get the puppy, then I'm gonna have to pause and let the puppy in. Cause he hot outside. It's hot outside. Okay, hold on. We need this to dry anyway. That gives this time to dry. And no, I don't put heat on my gel plate. I mean on my watercolors. I like for them to dry natural, which is why we probably need to do two. He hasn't come yet. Hold on, let me get the puppy and let him in. All right, got it. Christy, if you are on I-25, oh, they're talking. Okay, got the puppy in, so the puppy can stop jumping up on the thing. All right, so we got this one. We're gonna let it dry because remember, it needs to be dry a little bit. So we got this one. We're gonna let that dry. And well, let's do another one. Why not? Why not? Why not? Let's use that color again because that was pretty. Put it over there. Now I'm using Christy Hartman's nude stencil because I like new stuff. I like when it's new. But you can do this if you have stencils, you can do it. You can do it with any stencil or stamp. Remember, I had stamps. I stamped out with my flowers. Did same concept. I just want y'all to pull out stuff like Becky just said she got them Kuritakis. Definitely can pull out them Kuritakis because they nice and creamy too. Now these are tourmaline. I wanted to use these because these are two-tone. So they kind of are going to come up out of the paper. Like once they dry. Let's mix that in there. Remember, we're not worrying about keeping it together. Mr. McCoy wasn't letting the dogs in. Just like my dogs in. It's cold. I mean, it's hot out there. See over here, you can see how the two tones, even though I'm mixing up the colors, they are still giving life. All right, let's go down. Let's just go. Try not to put a whole lot of water so that way it don't take a long time to dry. Blake, stop biting my chair. There we go. Boom. Boo, boo, boo. Carol, where do you live? Because I feel like I need to come. Are you in Montana or somewhere like that? I feel like I need to come. Do you have horses? Like I want the ranch here, I want all the things. I do. And I want to be able to have the art retreat. Okay, I gotta head out. Okie dokie. See you later, Mariah. Crystal will be here to chat with you later so she can say, you know, me and Mariah, we go back like babies in pacifier. Wyoming. Oh Lord, if that doesn't sound like like I'm getting ready to go to see John Wayne. I've never been to Wyoming. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I feel like you've inspired me to want to go to Wyoming. So that sounds like a good one. All right, we got those, we got that one, and we got that one. The other one's gonna be beautiful. Okay, now sit down. See Andres? Sit. All right, let's get our gel plate ready. All right, let me not move too fast because I want it to adhere. Let's put our top work on it. And this came from Meaden. I think they got 15% off, 10%, whatever. It's not very expensive, but it's a good plate. Yeah, let's talk about this. Twinkling H2Os. Oh, that might be the one. Twinkling H2Os. I don't have my book. It's over there. Karen, go see Carol and come north to Montana. Although I don't have cows, sheep, or horses, all I have to offer is fly fishing is fun. Oh, y'all are trying to give me a what is that? What is that? Midwest? Is that what it's called? The Midwest? And but listen, Christy Hartman, don't say it. Don't down you and be like, all I got is you're Christy Hartman. So, going and hanging out with you and Carol, it's just like you're gonna have creativeness too. But I do want to, like, I want a horse so that way I can ride every morning. That's just really what I want. I want a horse. And I've wanted, because I had a horse growing up. We had horses, we had all the things again. But look at this. So just think about this. So this is what we did. This is what we did over here. That's why we can talk about it now, right? We got this right here. So and then we put the stencil on top of it. So this is simple. This is all we did. We didn't do nothing fancy. Literally slap paint on paper. What color it is, it doesn't matter. You slap the paint on the paper. And so especially even if you don't have a whole bunch of watercolors, you got a little bit. It's World Watercolor Month. Come join me, hang out, do a little bit of this right here. Then take your stencil. We're going to take the stencil and we're going to put it on a gel plate. And then we're going to pop it up and then we're going to come up with something like, look at that. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Oh yes, Crystal and Bernadette are on their way. I'm assuming they're on their way now. She ain't nobody text, but Lord, I hope they're on their way by now. Crystal, I'll be like, hey, you on the way? She's like, oh yeah, my bad. Okay, let's put this down. I like this one to be on the bottom. I like this part to be on the bottom. All right, now, I'm not gonna stress over it, but I think we're gonna do metallic. All right, let me make sure one of them is dry enough. So we got this one. That one's still a little wet right there. This one actually is drier because I didn't put that much water on there. But in the meantime, let me get some paint. We're gonna do metallic. We're gonna metallic it out. Ooh. Oh no. Cookie, close your eyes. Close your eyes. We're coming in with fluorescent pink. It just popped out saying it want to join the party. And metallic blue. Sorry. It's gracious. That took a lot out of me. Woo. All right. Now let's see. Let's see if I can. The thing is not, let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can pop this paint down. Let's put some right there. That's going to be the corner up there. Blakey Blake, sit down now. It's going to be that one. Right. And I do feel like I'm being still, because this is new to me, I'm still being a little delicate. Y'all don't be delicate. That one pink. Don't be delicate. Just slap the paint down. Be ready. Be ready. Put some right there. This kind of reminds me of what y'all do with those sprays. I got some sprays coming because I got tired of looking at them. And I had to use some points before they expired at Ranger. Okay. Now, this is the other thing too. You might defeat the purpose of putting these paints down like this because you've already had your painted background. So maybe decide if you want it like that, because you literally can put a whole thing on here, right? And it not have all of this in the background. You like this one. I did one color right there, right? But this one I'm doing different. Why? Because I said I was. Now let's pull this up. And yeah. I'm not feeling it 100%, but I'm gonna feel it in a minute. We're gonna feel it. We're gonna feel it in a minute. I'm putting down this one. Yeah, we're gonna put down this one. And so basically, all I'm doing with the watercolor paper is my pull is my paper to pull with. Not putting a pull color on. The paper is the pull color because of all the different watercolor layers that I just put down. That's why we don't have to worry about doing a pull color. And then you come up with something yummy like that. OMG. I like it. I love it. I love it. Y'all, I'm threatening y'all with a good time. No paper. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Like you can't. I mean, you probably might think you can if you're looking for perfection or if you're looking for something great and fabulous. I feel like the more paint you put down and mix it up with the when you're making your watercolor background, like look at the backgrounds. Look at this one. You can see all the different layers of it and how that stencil. Oh, that's just so yummy. We got one more. Let's do the other one. And then I'm gonna get off of here because I'm hungry and everybody else is up, so they might be hungry too. All right, we're gonna do this one with, let's see, let's see. Y'all tell me what color. So we have all these colors. I feel like, you know what? I'm gonna do black. Black just kind of fell over on here. Karen, have you done black over the watercolors? Christy Hartman, did we just not see? I was just in sync. I was just like, wait, black. I'm gonna do it black. Okay, done black over the watercolors, meaning what I just said. Is that what you're talking about, Christy? Because I'm getting ready to do black on here, and then we're gonna use this. Is that what we're talking about? Christy, did we just really just do that? Okay, Lord, I just cannot believe it. That's a clear sign that we need to get together. We need to be IRL friends. Everybody's just like when you connect like that before, I was just like, wait a minute, I'm just gonna do black. And then she asked the question. Child, just call me grits with a lot of butter. Just saying. Look at that. Oh, okay. I could do this two ways, but I'm gonna see if I got another piece of paper that I don't mind kind of using. Let's see. No, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do it my other way because I might mess it up. I don't think that's enough black. Hold on. Grits with a lot of butter sounds yummy right now. I thought Mr. McCoy was gonna cook, but he didn't. He now looked like he dressed ready to go to breakfast or go to lunch somewhere. At this point in time, it's almost 1 o'clock, so we're going to lunch. And I need to go by the grocery store, but I don't want to go nowhere, y'all. It's hot as heck out there. Okay. Yes, there we go. There we go. Oh, and it still was given. It still had some from the last one because I didn't clean it off. Okay, that one's going to be pretty. All right, this is the one we're using, but this one is going to be interesting because we still had some paint on the other one. This one's going to be fun. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? I never thought I would have watercolor and gel printing. I've always been trying to figure out how to get them two together. 101 in Maryland. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, y'all have been having some temperatures because my friend Tasha, she said yesterday it was getting hotter. I think the last time she sent me a thing, it was 105. That's why I need to have a pool so I could just be sitting out by the pool. I don't know, it might be too daggone hot to be in the pool. Oh, y'all, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's not Pride Month anymore. But this one would have been good for last month for Pride Month. Look at that. This one's frame worthy. This one is frame worthy. I tell you what, that is it. That's it right there. We're gonna let that dry. I'll have to have the dehumidifier in here so that one can dry. Yeah, I got a lot of paint, y'all. So I'm just gonna go and put it on the paper. I don't want to get a clean brayer. Oh, there was a lot of paint still on it. And this will be probably one that Bernadette can paint on. And it is. Yay. Look at that. All right. Listen, World Watercolor Month, day 3. We combined watercolor, acrylic, made backgrounds, and turned them into something freaking fabulous. That is beautiful in itself. Christy Hartman, thank you for having such a beautiful design. And if y'all have not placed your order, go on over there, especially now that it's double points. And you can get this design. You can get it. There's that one. Let's pull back out the shows. And where's the other one? We did this one. Slapped the paint on there, and then we just made it into a coloring paper. Where's the other ones? Oh, we did this one. So Bernadette's going to have some coloring pages because that's what we're going to do with these. Let all these dry, and then she'll be able to come in with watercolor and color these herself. All right, we have that one. Where's the other one? And then we have, there's that one. That one. That one's nice. Where's the other one? And then I took this one from yesterday and put it on there, but I stamped. I used my stamp on this one. So all PM Artist Studio. If you're looking, you want to know, just like all the things come from PM Artist Studio. We are where we have great designs. We hang out with each other and create beautiful stuff. I had my attempt at the color combo. Oh, and then we did this one. That's the other background. Trying to do the ones I did today. I think that's it. But there we go. Isn't that not beautiful? That's just the desk of beautifulness. The flowers and the stencil. Look how pretty the stencil is still. Just so pretty. And then that's metallic. And then I'm going to have to make sure I put it in the bath because I don't want to have 3 months worth of colors on my stencils. Yeah, those stencils, they were mad at me. I was like, I am not doing nothing else. It's just like, okay, well, I'll go buy some new ones. And then I would buy new ones. And next thing you know, I wanted to go back and use that one and couldn't. So, all right, guys, there we go. We have that. I really do hope that y'all enjoy hanging out with me. Um, for our time. So as we close today, I want to remind you, this is what I want to remind you, that this month is not about the pressure. Don't let me pressure you with any of this, right? It's about you just being present. You hanging out with me right now is all that matters. It make me happy. If you didn't paint, you didn't do anything, or if you took notes and like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I can't wait to see what you create. Remember, do share. I'm going to try to do a thing over in community where it's going to be World Watercolor Month posts. So that way you can go and post up under your creations if you want to share, right? But it's not about creating the perfect painting. It's about giving yourself permission to pick up the paintbrush, right? And do something. Not anything, not everything. So day 3 of World Watercolor Month is in the books, and I want to leave you here encouraged. Paint a thing, try new colors, do some mark making, just let the water move, especially as hot as it is. Breathe, be hydrated, stay hydrated, and most of all, let yourself enjoy the journey. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. And here at Create Joy Studio, be creative, and remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. I'll see you guys. Hey, Alicia, I was talking about you. You're going to have to catch us on replay. But yes, all this yumminess. Check us out. So remember tomorrow, I'll be back here tomorrow at 11 o'clock. And we will have 2 guests in the studio. I mean, it may be more. I might just tell everybody in the house if they want to come. And we might have to do something different. But we will. All right. Until next time, love on yourself, give yourself grace, and keep creating joy. See you later, guys. Bye.